We're here in Lucan, County Dublin in Ireland, which is the birthplace of Pieta House, the Centre for the Prevention of Self-Harm and Suicide. Our service deals with people who are in suicidal crisis and those who engage in self-harm. In 1 year alone, just last year, we saw over 5,000 people, children ranging from 6 years of age to people in their 80s. One of the most endearing and accessible things about Pieta House is that, first of all, it's free of charge, but also we accept calls from anybody, whether it's family or friends who are concerned about a loved one, or even the person themselves who's in distress. We don't expect you to have a GP's letter or a psychiatric report. This is just for you, and it's a confidential service that is steeped in compassion and respect. Because we are the forerunners in suicide intervention, and over the years we have seen and learned so much, one of the things that we've realised that has happened in Ireland is that we've changed the social fabric. The attitudes and stigma to suicide has changed dramatically. But we're also learning that we still are making mistakes. And the biggest mistake we have learned is that we have excluded the most important component in suicide prevention, and that's the public. And because of that, we have decided to create an educational programme, a training programme, that would teach you the signs and symptoms of suicide that will help you spot the signs and thus save a life.
The time I lost someone to suicide, it was 3 years ago now. I lost a friend of mine, a guy who I lived with, who lived on my road, who I played GAA with, went to school with. And at the time, it was a terrible shock, like every suicide case. Looking back, I think maybe some people might say they noticed a few things that they might have picked up on, but only afterwards. And it's important that, if there are signs that, that you spot them firstly and you identify with them, and then you're overt enough to go out and say it to people and say it to your friends and your family that, look, are you okay? Simple question is to ask is, are you okay,
Mind Your Buddy trains people to spot the signs of suicidal crisis amongst family, friends, neighbours and children. And by doing this, you are becoming a vital link between that person who might be in distress and an organisation like Pieta House or an organisation that's near you. We're not asking you to be therapists, we're just asking you to be that vital person, that person that people naturally go to when they're looking for help or if they're in distress.
When we lost Alan, my friend, we were all so shocked. It was a devastating time, and for everybody involved, for friends, for family, and I've no doubt that if we knew more about this initiative, Mind Your Buddy, we could have been able to spot a sign.
This is a wonderful way of not only helping someone in crisis, but it's also an essential way of reducing suicide in your community. And your community is wherever you are. The Irish community is dotted all around the world, and we are going to educate all the Irish wherever they are.